as I walk and take out my cell phone and dial Hotaru's number. Of course, as I do this, I make sure to look around in all directions to see if I can spot Suzuka somewhere. If Kokoro and Azuki-san could sense her presence, maybe I can too, at least. That's my hope. Hotaru isn't picking up. I'll try again later. In the meantime, I'll keep looking for Suzuka. I'll be walking for some time when Hotaru calls me back. After I explain the situation to her, she tells me, please come back to the lake. There she is. Oh, there she is? We found her. Oh, hold on. I spot Hotaru looking out into the water, and beside her... Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so we picked up... Yeah, Hotaru picked up the call. Calls me back. I explain the situation, and she tells me to please come to the lake. Oh, she found her already before us. Suzuka? There's no mistaking it. That is Suzuka. Hey, Hotaru. I run up to them, calling Hotaru's name. She waves to me and Suzuka smiles a little awkwardly.
Konnichiwa, Makoto-san. 久しぶりな感じですね.
Yes. Yes, it does. You haven't been coming to the cafe recently, Hotaru.
ホタルなりに気を使っているんですよ。これでも大人ですから。
She twirls in place, then narrows her eyes.
誠さんのその顔だと、やっぱり今はこの子が見えてるんですね。
Yes. I turn to look at Suzuka. I really can't see her as clear as day. If I didn't know otherwise, I would think she was a normal human being. She seems just as real as Hotaru standing next to her. Wait, what? She seems just as real as Hotaru standing next to her. I didn't realize she had developed this far.
たまたまなんですよ。散歩していたら向こうから鈴鹿さんがやってきて、ちょっと話してみたら意気投合しまして。
She smiles like it's like she read my mind.
ホタルの話すごく面白いから。
Suzuka, there are many things I want to talk to you about. But for now, please, would you come back with me? Kyoko is in a bad way. To be honest, what I'm going to say will sound very cruel to you, Suzuka. But...
言いたいことは分かってるよ。私のせいで京子は倒れちゃったんだよね。
My... Oof. So you knew?
まあね。だって京子の命をもらってるんだし。幽霊である私の方が
Ghost.
京子よりそういうことには敏感なんだよ。
She's calling herself a ghost.
まあここまで考えられるようになったのはついさっきのことだけど。
I see. Well, if you know that much, can you probably imagine what I'm planning to do?
うん。京子を助けるためには私がこのままだとまずいよね。
She smiles forlornly. She's overflowing with humanity, completely different from when she first appeared. I honestly didn't think she had become such a full-fledged person.
一番最初はね、夢の中にいるみたいに ぼんやりしてたの。夢うつつで何も考えられないくらいに。でもね、ふっと遠くから京子の声が聞こえたの。私に生きていてほしいって。
Oh my god.
そこからだんだん夢から覚めるみたいに意識がはっきりしていって、気がついたら京子が隣にいて、誠くんがいた。本当は私が死んで鈴鹿が生きるべきだったんです。
Oh my god. I see now. Those were the words that must have been mixed with my own power to form the kotodama that summoned Suzuka. Now, Kyoko, trapped in the snare of death, is trying to offer her own life so that the Suzuka-shaped something can live.
私がしなければいけないこと分かってるよ。でもね、やっぱりちょっと消えるのは辛いの。もっと京子と一緒にいたいなって思ってしまう。おかしいよね。私は京子から生まれた京子の分身みたいなもので、私が生きていたら京子本体は死んでしまって結局一緒にいられなくなるのに。
Oh my god. She understands the reasoning, but that doesn't change the emotions she feels. That's a common occurrence in the real world, in this world. In fact, it might be more common for one's emotions and one's intellect to be out of alignment than otherwise. To be with your loved ones forever is something that everyone desires. Your feelings aren't strange at all, Suzuka.
ありがとう、誠くん。ちょっと救われた気がする。そう言ってもらえて。ずっと気持ちがぐるぐる同じところを回っていたから。
She smiles bashfully, then looks at me as if asking for me to save her. No, she wants me to save someone, but not herself. She wants me to save Kyoko. In other words, she's asking me to erase her from existence.
なんだか話がまとまりそうなところで蒸し返して申し訳ないんですけれど。
Hotaru raises her hand, as if to ask for permission to speak.
どうしてそのまま京子さんの願いを叶えてあげないんですか？
Hotaru raises her hand as if to ask for permission to speak. She's asking a very hard question, a very difficult question to give an answer to in such a very straightforward way. Grant her wish? I mean...
自分が死んでもいいから親友に生きていてもらいたい。京子さんはそう思ったんでしょ？普通なら叶わないその願いが誠さんがいたおかげで現実になった。ホタルとしてはとっても素晴らしいことだと思いますけど。
I find this very very heartbreaking and very looming to hear that somehow Hotaru is taking Suzuka's side in this situation. Back then when Kyoko was back then when she first met Hotaru, she thought that Hotaru was a ghost, right? Like, she didn't have a shadow or something, or she thought that Hotaru didn't have a shadow or something. It's stuck with me for ever since. Now I'm starting to worry that Hotaru is actually in the same situation as Suzuka. Or am I overthinking this? Now that's an objection I certainly didn't expect to hear. Do you understand that what you're saying? Kyoko literally died.
でもこの子は生き残ることができるじゃないですか。親の代わりに子が幸せになる。そういうのもありだとホタルは思いますけど。
But he does have a point. He definitely does. It's hard to talk back to that kind of reasoning. If Kyoko had been beyond hope of saving, I'm sure I would have wanted her to at least die with her wish fulfilled.
でも私は本物の鈴鹿じゃないし。
Yeah, that's the issue. Her wish is to meet the real Suzuka. Not a Suzuka that was based on her memories and desires.
京子の本当の願い。この湖で死んだ鈴鹿が生き返るわけじゃない。
She looks out far past the shadows, squinting at the glitter of sunlight on the water.
それは外側の理屈ですよ。京子さん自身が本物だと信じていれば、それで幸せなんじゃないですか？
She fixes me with her clear gaze.
でも私も京子を死なせたくないよ。京子の理想の鈴鹿である私も。
That's Hotaru. Hotaru? Hotaru makes no reply. I think that's a very sad face from Hotaru there. I think it has a deeper meaning to it, her questions and replies just now. I think it's a very noble thing to risk your own life to save someone else. And I'm sure that's what the real Suzuka wanted when she died there 10 years ago. But I also can't deny that Kyoko suffered as a result of that decision.
それなら鈴鹿さんが消えて京子さんを助けたらまた同じ苦しみを味わうじゃないですか。
That's true, but
仕方ないんだよね。一度そっち側に行ってしまったんだから。
what? It's how it has to be. I've already crossed to the other side once. Wait, what?
かわいそうだけど京子には生きて頑張ってもらいたい。私との別れを乗り越えて幸せになってほしい。
Suzuka.
多分ね、私もしこのまま京子から命をもらい続けたとしても本当の人間にはなれないと思う。
She really understands. Oh, but it also kind of confirms that life force still isn't enough to be a full-fledged living human. Then
だって意識はこんなに成長したのに、見た目は相変わらず子供のままなんだよ。
she's right. Ever since she first appeared, there hasn't been even the slightest change in how she looks. Probably she's frozen in the form of Kyoko most strongly remembers from the time of her death.
やっぱりおかしいでしょ、そんなの。人に姿が見えるようになったのならなおさら。
She studies her own hands and smiles sadly.
それにそもそもあまり長くは生きられない気がするし、大切な京子の命を使ってまで束の間の生を得るくらいなら、私は諦めることを選ぶよ。なるほど、そうですね。
Oh, I want to say, Hotaru's casual clothing, as still adorable as ever. After thinking for a moment, Hotaru stands up and dusts off her clothes.
そろそろ帰りますね。これ以上鈴鹿さんを引き止めていては京子さんに心配かけちゃいますし。
Yeah, let's go. Ah, that's right. Kyoko was searching for you, Suzuka.
ごめんね、わざわざ探しに来てもらっちゃって。
No.
ホタルも長い時間話し相手になってくれてありがとう。こちらこそ有意義な時間でした。あなたと会えて楽しかったですよ。さよなら、鈴鹿さん。
After waving goodbye, Hotaru turns and walks away down the lake shore.
ねえ、誠くん、手を出して。
Like this? I put my hand out, as requested. Suzuka enfolds my hand in both of her own. I don't feel any warmth, but I do feel the touch of something solid.
やっぱり触れた。
Suzuka, how did you...
誠くんは私のこと見えるから、もしかしてって思ったの。
This is incredible. He really is becoming less and less like a ghost and more like a human being.
それだけ京子の死が近づいてきてるってことでもあるけどね。
Which is not a good sign.
取り返しがつかなくなる前に私が消えないと。
Suzuka, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for putting you through all of this suffering.
いいの。ありがとう、誠くん。
This is gonna help, This is definitely gonna help Makoto mature even further. Even though I really hate this situation where both sides aren't in the wrong, it's gonna... Personally, for Makoto, it's gonna help him see things, see the world differently from now on.
まずは私が消えることを京子に納得してもらわないとね。
Thank you, Suzuka.
それと一つだけお願い。今夜一晩だけ時間をもらえる？
One more night? What?
私は偽物だけど、不思議とやっぱり浅川家のことが気になるの。だからこっそり覗いてお別れをしてこようと思って。
Ah, sure, I understand. Suzuka has been especially attached to Koichi since even before her mind fully developed. Although she's not his real sister, no, maybe precisely because she's not his real sister, she has a special attachment to those familial bonds.
ありがとう。何せ心残りがあると成仏って難しそうだから。
She giggles and shakes my hand, as if to seal a deal.
Ah, おかえりなさい、誠くん。
Oh, she's waiting outside. Hello, are you okay to be up?
はい、おかげさまで。心配をかけてすみません。まだ寝ていた方がいいと言ったのよ。一応ね。すみません。なんだか胸騒ぎがして。
She looks around the area where I'm standing. I don't have to ask in order to know who she's looking for. I found Suzuka, but she won't be coming home today.
どうして？
She said she wanted to see her family, how her family was doing, the Asakawas.
そうですか。
Let's talk more inside. Kyoko and I went up to my room, and I explained to her the conversation I had with Suzuka and Hotaru. Kokoro and Azuki-san were also worried about Kyoko, but Mana used her kotodama to keep them away for now. Which means that at this rate, there's a strong possibility that you could lose your life, Kyoko. You don't seem surprised.
予想して。いえ、それを願っていましたから。
I can imagine that she already resigned herself to death. And yet she speaks with surprising calmness. Were you planning to sacrifice yourself from the very beginning?
どうしてそう思うんですか？
It seems that she understood the words she spoke when she wanted to make her wish. I should have died and Suzuka should have lived. Those were the words of your kotodama. Did you place your life on the scales to bring Suzuka back to life? No, to create her anew?
いいえ、そういうつもりではありませんでした。本当は、鈴鹿と一緒にずっと生きていきたいんです。でも、それは無理だろう、わがままだろうって、心のどこかで思っていたのかもしれません。代償もなく、願いが叶えられることなんてありえないって。
Her voice is contemplative.
私の命は最初から鈴鹿から借りたものだったんです。私がもらった幸せも本来は鈴鹿のものだったんですから。家族との触れ合いも友人との交流も将来への希望も大好きな人との時間も鈴鹿が私に譲ってくれたものなんです。私は鈴鹿がくれた時間を満足に活かせませんでしたけど、それでも幸せでした。鈴鹿にもこの幸せを感じてほしい。そのために私はこの命を鈴鹿に返したい。今はそう思っています。
I see. I can't blame her for her choice to return her life to Suzuka. As she puts it. No, to her it probably isn't even a choice, it's just her natural inclination.
返すことが当たり前なんですから、私がしていることは鈴鹿への贖罪ですらありません。恩返しにすらなるかわかりませんから、せめて感謝だけでも伝えたいんです。
I find it really nice to see Makoto's position when he was trying to heal Azuki-san, but from a third-person perspective now. When with Kyoko now trying to heal, not heal per se, but trying to give her life for Suzuka.
鈴鹿のおかげでこれまで幸せでしたって笑顔でお別れをしたいんです。
It's not that she actively wants to die. She just sees that it's the only way to achieve her goal, at least. That's how it appears to me. And I'm sure that's the same way she felt ever since the day Suzuka saved her at the lake. Of course, none of that means I have to take it lying down. I understand, but Kyoko, I don't want you to die.
では、誠くんは鈴鹿に死んでほしいんですか？
No, I don't. But even Suzuka said she didn't want you to die.
鈴鹿は優しいですから。
Suzuka said that she herself, and not you, should be the one to disappear.
まさかもう鈴鹿は。
Kyoko's eyes widened. The color drained from her face and she reaches out with one hand, as if grasping for her friend. Since she cares for Suzuka this strongly, I want her to understand that there are people who care for her just as strongly. Suzuka is still here. I wasn't lying when I said she went to Asakawa's house.
よかった。
Try to soothe her fears. I take her outstretched hand and mine. I want you to understand. I could use Makoto-dama to force you to accept your parting with Suzuka despite her true feelings. But I don't want to do that. Suzuka doesn't want me to do that either. She wants you to overcome her death by yourself. That's what she told me.
そうなんですか。
Kyoko. I hold her hands more tightly.
誠くん。
I know how strongly you want Suzuka not to go, but there are people who want just as strongly for you not to go. If you die, Suzuka will grieve, and so will I. When someone precious to you sacrifices themselves for your sake, it becomes difficult to bear. Kyoko, you must know that better than anyone. Kyoko and Suzuka are both putting their lives on the line to save each other. That's how much they care about each other's happiness.
すみません。少し一人にしてもらえますか？
Okay. Please think it over.
よく考えたいと思います。
Sure. Oh, wow. Late at night, after everyone had already gone to sleep, Kyoko comes to my room. Perhaps the way she dressed is a sign of her resolve.
すみません。こんな夜分になって。
Hello. Kyoko?
おかげさまで今はまあまあです。
I don't mind. How do you feel? And she says, I'm mostly okay. Thank you for asking.
少し頭痛がしたんですけど、寝る前にマナちゃんが言霊で押さえてくださいました。
I see. I'm honestly amazed that Mana would do something like that. She must really like Kyoko. So, have you come to a decision?
まだ迷っています。でも、誠くんの気持ち、鈴鹿の気持ち。
My feelings and Suzuka's feelings?
それを無下にするのは心苦しいと思います。
Oh. The fear of your loved ones dying, the hope and desire for them to live, and the wish for the ones you save is to live happily. You understand all of these, don't you?
はい。
She struggles to find the words to reply.
でもだからこそ、鈴鹿に生きていてほしいって願っているんです。もちろん、残される側の辛さも分かっています。でも、最初にいなくなったのは鈴鹿です。私をかばって、犠牲になって、私はそれが辛くて。
I'm sure she's known what I'm trying to say from the beginning. She knows that Suzuka won't be happy to be saved by Kyoko's death. And yet...
でも、いいんです。私の幸せは、鈴鹿が生き返ることにあるんですから。
Oh no. Is she gonna...
鈴鹿だって、私が幸せになるためだったら、最後は許してくれると思います。甘いかもしれません。でも、
Dying for Suzuka's sake is your idea of happiness?
生きることだけが幸せとは限りませんから。
Even so, I don't think you need to give up on finding happiness in life.
そうやって幸せになろうと努力したことで、かえって不幸になるかもしれません。
This is a great line. The more you struggle in life to find happiness, the more chances you have to become unhappy.
生きてこそ、というのなら、それこそ、あんな幼くして死んでしまった鈴鹿は何だったのかということになります。
It's a great line, but it's very pessimistic.
自らの死を選んだ鈴鹿の意志を尊重するなら、私のこの気持ちも同じこと。そうは思っていただけませんか？
If you respect the sacrifice Suzuka made 10 years ago, would you deny me the same sacrifice? She smiles. I was ready to try and persuade Kyoko to live, but she's come prepared to persuade me to let her die. I promised Hotaru I'd keep everyone smiling and happy, but this is not the kind of smile I want to protect. If I deny Kyoko of her idea of happiness, that will be breaking my promise. I know that, and yet I want her to live. Kyoko, don't you have any regrets?
それは、もちろん、いろいろありますよ。
It's a nasty question, I know. But even if she accepted her own death, she must have at least some regrets. If she didn't, she would have transferred her life force entirely to Suzuka a long time ago. Oh. So my question has no purpose but to try to remind Kyoko of her reasons she might want to keep living. If she hesitates here, that could create the opening I need to convince her not to go through with it.
でも、仕方がありません。
Is this really going to...
鈴鹿だって、家族にお別れを言うことはできなかったんですから。私だけいい思いをするわけにはいきませんよね。
I don't know whether she saw through my scheme, but her eventual answer is not encouraging. Okay, that may be so, but what about my regrets?
え？
Can't you think about how hard it would be for me to live on after I've lost you? She thinks deeply, as though she wasn't prepared for this line of attack.
形見代わりに、こういうのはいかがでしょうか。
Oh my god, hold on. Uh, let me... Her eyes simmering in the darkness of the room, she draws close and places her lips against mine. Oh my god. Yeah. Where he's actually doing it. Yeah, they're actually doing it in the room. They went straight into it. Oh my god. Ah. Whoa. But I gotta say, she's really beautiful. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. There we go. After making love to Kyoko, I'm more certain than ever. Kyoko is dear to me. We're not even. Are we in a route? I don't think we're in a route, are we? Like, if we're still in the coming route, we've already slept with Kyoko. How many times now? Second time? Third? I have no. Second time. And in the same way, so is Suzuka. They're each one person among the everyone I swore to protect. But people I've never met don't fall under the same umbrella. To me, it's like they don't exist. Before I left the village was my whole world. Now my life here in this town is my world. So if I lose one of the people who make up the foundation of my life, it would be no different from the whole world collapsing. In that case, there's no need for me to hesitate.
Makoto-kun.
Kyoko, were you awake?
いえ、うとうとしていて、今目が覚めたところです。
Oh, they were clothed, thankfully. She sits up in bed and adjusts her clothes. Perhaps because we just finished. Oh, let me uncensor it. There we go. She said Makoto?
誠くん、いえ、うとうとしていて、今目が覚めたところです。
No, I was just dozing off. I just woke up again. Yeah, perhaps because we're finished making love. She seems a little lethargic. But there's no hesitation on her face. The original goal of easing her fear seems to have been accomplished. You won't change your mind? I had hoped that by sleeping with her, rather than resolving her regrets, I might be able to create a new one.
ごめんなさい。でも、本当に幸せな時間でした。
It seems my plan didn't work. Kyoko really is incredibly stubborn. But that's just a part of who she is. It doesn't make me angry.
ありがとうございました。
It's not something you need to thank me for.
そうかもしれませんね。でも、言いたかったんです。
She giggles, then closes her eyes again. It seems she's fallen asleep again. While I gaze at her sleeping face, I think hard about what I should do next. Oh no. What do we do? Amatsutsumi. Maybe we should leave the convincing to Suzuka at this point. Because Suzuka seems quite determined on saving Kyoko. So, after a night of fitful sleep, I wake up at the break of dawn. I decide to take a walk, hoping the fresh air will calm me down. The streets are very quiet early in the morning, but even so, I can sense the bustle of human activity inside the buildings. Today is the day of the lantern ceremony. Oh, today. Kyoko is probably still asleep. Well, I wonder what Suzuka is doing. As Kyoko's ideal Suzuka, what did she think when she visited her family? She seemed to have felt nostalgic about Koichi, but strictly speaking, the emotion wasn't something that came directly from her. It was a shadow created by Kyoko, based on her imagination of what Suzuka she knew would have felt. The Suzuka isn't the ghost formed from the soul of the original Suzuka. One extreme interpretation is that Kyoko is throwing away her current body and life and rebuilding herself as a ghost in Suzuka's image. The question is, what does that mean? Is it just the folly of a living human being acting for her own self-satisfaction with no actual connection to the dead at all? When you've lost something with no hope of getting it back, you can't help but want to fill that hole within you somehow. That's a very natural emotional reaction. The majority of people are probably incapable of ever fully accepting the concept of death, their own or anyone else's. All they can do is, when someone dies, is to keep living with the discomfort of this dissonance of it. I think that's why people have funerals, visit graves, and hold water lantern ceremonies. By mourning the dead, they process these feelings. I can only hope that Kyoko herself can admit these things. And I can only pray that tonight's water lantern ceremony will provide a good opportunity for her to process her own feelings. How was it, your visit to the family? As I continue wandering down the road, I suddenly run into Suzuka. She really does look nothing like a ghost anymore. She looks like a normal little girl. It sure is. But there might be something that drew us together. She admits it, smiling wryly.
私は京子の魂からできてるけど、その媒介になったのは誠くんだから。何かどこかでちょっとだけつながっているものがあるのかもしれないね。
What do you think? Seeing the Asakawa household.
不思議な感じだったよ。なんていうか、確認かな。
A confirmation?
うん。こういう家族の中で育った人が、京子の中の鈴鹿、自分を生み出したんだなっていう。ご先祖様を見ている気分ってとこ？
I see. She laughs.
すごく明るくて楽しそうで、ああいいなこういうのって思った。
Oh my god, this hurts so much.
懐かしさも感じたけど、自分があそこに収まるようなそういうイメージは湧かなかったよ。
I see. As someone who used this kotodama to infiltrate the Orly-Beef household, I don't really know how to feel about that.
だからやっぱり自分が消えるべきかなって改めて思った。消 消えるというのも正確じゃないかな。京子の中に帰る感じ？
Yeah. It's strange. The Suzuka was born from Kyoko's own desires, and yet she accepts the need for her to disappear. Meanwhile, Kyoko herself has no signs of accepting that. It seems contradictory. Wait, no. They're actually the same, in the sense that they both want to sacrifice themselves for each other. Oh my god. Oh my god, don't make it seem more tragic than it already is. Well, I do think Suzuka's version of that desire is more logical and objective, though.
ちょうど今夜は灯籠流しもあるし、お別れするにはなかなかいいタイミングだよね。
Yes, but Kyoko seems to be thinking she'll be the one who's going to say goodbye tonight.
はあ、そう。意固地で困ったね。まあ、私が言うのも変な話だけど、私と誠くんの二人で頑張って説得するしかないかな。
Yes, I hope she listens to us in the end. In the worst case, I'll have to think about using my kotodama.
ま、ここで悩んでいてもしょうがない。やるだけやってみるしかないでしょ。とにもかくにも夜だね。それまで束の間の生を楽しむことにするよ。
She smiles brightly and stretches. Suzuka said she wanted to wander around town until nightfall, so I let her go on her way as I returned home. I told Kyoko that we were going to meet with Suzuka at the shrine when the ceremony started. I told Kyoko that we were going to meet up with Suzuka at the shrine when the ceremony started. Kyoko was working harder than ever this morning, helping out at the cafe. She swept outside the entrance, wiping down the windowsills, helping with the cooking, and even tried her hand at being a waitress. I was worried about her worsening health, but at least from the looks of it, she seemed well enough to be up and about. Maybe she was pulling together her last reserves of strength, thinking she'd have no use for them soon. Or maybe because we slept with each other. Exchanging body fluids, and that's why she's temporarily energetic. For now. Just a random theory. Then, in the afternoon, she headed out towards the shrine. I went with her and helped sweep the grounds again. After that, she served tea and snacks to the water lantern ceremony crew, and went and said hello to various people. I'm sure none of them suspected that she intended it to be her last time meeting them. Once we were done helping out at the shrine, I returned to Cafe Origami, and Kyoko went to Kokoro's room to rest for a while. She must have been tired after the day's work, and wanted to be fresh for the ceremony. While she slept, I manned the counter in the cafe. Sunset.
あれ？もしかしなくても兄さんも灯籠流し？
Yep. After getting permission from Nazuki-san, I'm preparing my things to head out when Kokoro calls me out to me. Thank God, happier music this time. Yeah, it only comes around once a year, so I thought I'd check it out. You're going with Hotaru, right? I remember she mentioned that during dinner last night.
一緒に行く？
I wish I could, but we have something very important to do. No thanks, I wouldn't want to get in your way.
邪魔なんてことありえないよ。
Maybe we could try and meet up later.
変な遠慮しなくていいのに。
Well, actually, I already told someone else I'd go with them. I think Suzuka... I think of Suzuka. I don't know if she counts as someone else since she's a ghost. No, actually, she's a fragment of Kyoko's soul, but I can't explain all that stuff to Kokoro now, even if I wanted to.
あ、そうなんだ。じゃあしょうがないね。
She's probably thinking it's someone I really like or something. She nods in understanding. The way she gives up quickly, doesn't pry. I'm very thankful for that right now.
残念だけど、また来年。
Okay. Yeah. Next year. I don't know whether it will be possible for me to stay here for another full year, but I hope that someday I can go to a Water and Lantern Festival or ceremony with Kokoro and Hotaru.
あと、私もあんまりのんびりしていられる時間じゃなかった。
Bye bye. Take care. Be safe.
そろそろ出かける準備しなきゃ。マナちゃんはどうするのかな。そろそろ出かける準備しなきゃ。そういえばマナちゃんはどうするのかな。
What's Mana doing? I don't know, but I guess she's probably not interested. A little while ago, I saw her burying her nose in manga. From the looks of it, she's going to be reading a manga until bedtime.
そっか、それもまたマナちゃんらしいね。
She laughs and leaves the living room to get ready. As she leaves, Kyoko enters quietly.
お待たせしました。
Oh, shrine outfit here? All the way here? That's what you're wearing to the ceremony?
はい、これを着ると気持ちが引き締まるので。
Oh, cutesy clothes. Looks good on her too. But in the end, her Shrine Maiden outfits, her Shrine Maiden clothes suits her the best of all. Are you ready to go?
はい、大丈夫です。行きましょう。
Let's go. Go, 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 go. Once we step outside, Kyoko nonchalantly holds her hand out to me. Silently, I take her hand in mine and squeeze it. Her hand is rather cold to the touch. I think it shows how little life she must have left in her. Without a word, she starts walking somewhat awkwardly. As she walks, she looks hard at everything we pass by, as if to burn the images into her mind. She must be thinking this is the last time we'll see this scenery. Kyoko, how are you feeling? Are you really okay walking this fast? Kyoko?
はい、そうですね。
Were you listening to me?
すみません。聞いていませんでした。
How are you feeling?
それでしたら、はい、大丈夫です。
Apparently she's fine, but I don't think she isn't. Okay, if you say so.
ご心配をおかけして、申し訳ありません。
It's fine. I squeeze her hand again. By the time we reached the foot of the staircase, up to the shrine, the sky had turned from red to a deep gray. One reason it took so long was that so many people, especially seniors, stopped us to give their regards to Kyoko. Part of it must have been because everyone is headed to the ceremony, and Kyoko is wearing a Shrine Maiden outfit. Shrine Maiden uniform. Each person didn't take very long, but there were many of them, and some of them also wanted to chat with this and that, about this and that. Okay, yeah, it's just people that wants to talk to Kyoko. And because she's wearing a shrine outfit, other visitors were trying to ask her about some things for a chat or something. Yeah. Suzuka and I didn't settle on a specific time to meet at the shrine. So, but I'm sure she's already waiting for us by now. When we finally arrive at the shrine, Suzuka immediately comes out to meet us. As expected, she arrived first.
こんばんは。二人とも思ったより遅かったね。ごめんなさい。途中で知り合いの方からいろいろ声をかけられて。その格好だもん。目立つよね。
Yeah. Yeah. Suzuka laughs as she inspects Kyoko's costume.
すごく似合ってる。決まってるっていうのかな。綺麗で立派だよ、京子。ありがとう。さてと、じゃあ早速だけど移動しない？
The background looks so pretty, by the way. The lights shining. The lanterns shining. Oh my god.
もっと近くで見たいんだ、灯籠流し。
Oh, the lanterns? Down the river, right?
はい。
Or lake? Okay, let's go. Is it gonna have like a CG or something? Led by Suzuka, we start walking down towards the lake. Oh. By the time we arrive, the water lantern ceremony has already started. Oh. Countless pale lights flicker upon the black surface of the water. It's a beautiful, magical sight. The main group seems to be behind a bend in the coastline from here. You can't see them, but we can see their lanterns float out on the water. And the relative lack of people here gives the scene a mystical, almost inferior quality. Inferior? It's a good place to have a difficult, complicated conversation.
綺麗だね。ほんと。ええ。
Wow, that's... Wow. Layers of wow. Suzuka and Kyoko look out onto the lake, entranced by the lights of the lanterns floating out in the water. We don't get to see the lanterns, probably later. We're seeing these two in their expressions though. The two of them, both preparing to say their farewells, are looking at the same beautiful sight, and are being moved in the same way.
私から水辺は生死の境に例えられる。だから灯籠流しは光を魂に見立てて向こう側、あの世に送る儀式。そうだよね。
Suzuka asks Kyoko, her tone lighthearted. She shows no signs that she's talking about herself.
そうです。
Kyoko nods, answering after a small pause. The real Suzuka probably never knew about this. Never knew what this Suzuka just said about earth and water, life and death. What? Hold on. The real Suzuka probably never knew what this Suzuka just said about earth and water, life and death. I'm sure Kyoko hesitated to answer because she realized that.
まあそういうものって結局全部生きている人が自分たちのために考えたことだけど。 でもせっかくだから私がそれに便乗させてもらって向こうへ行くのも悪くない。そう思わない？ダメです。それは鈴鹿ではなく私です。どうして？せっかく助かった命じゃない。大事にしてほしいな。
Wow.
その点、私はそもそも本物の鈴鹿じゃない。京子の願望から生まれた偽物だし。違います。鈴鹿は偽物なんかじゃ、ただの作り物なんかじゃありません。
Oh my god.
そうだね。京子を成長させるために生まれたんだから、ただのではないかな。
She puts away her smile and looks into Kyoko's eyes, her face serious now.
私はこのために生まれたんだよ。京子がずっと抱えてきたもやもやした気持ちを解消するためにね。
When you put it that way, when you put it that way, oh my god. It makes it as if Suzuka exists to appear and disappear, just so Kyoko can overcome her traumatic experience of her death.
後悔と罪悪感から京子を解放するために消える。
Yeah.
それが私の選んだ道。
This time, Kyoko had nothing to say in reply. All she could do is open her eyes wide, keeping them fixed on Suzuka's face.
残念だけど京子、鈴鹿本人になるには私は多分よくできすぎていたんだと思うよ。それはその分だけ京子の魂が優れていたってことなんだけどね。
Suzuka smiles gently.
だから受け入れて京子。私はダメです、ダメです。そんなの鈴鹿はこれから生きていくんです。家族や友達と一緒に新しい人生を謳歌するんです。鈴鹿が死んだ後、私だけが味わっていた幸せをちゃんと受け取るんです。気持ちは嬉しいけど遠慮しておくよ。きっと本物の鈴鹿もそう思うはずだからね。どうしてそんな風に言うんですか？私も鈴鹿も今の京子に死んでほしくないからだよ。京子が生きて幸せでいてくれることがすごく嬉しいからだよ。だからお願い、私を生き返らせようなんて思わないで。鈴
Kyoko is speechless at Suzuka's words. She searches for what to say, but coming up short. She turns to me for help.
誠くん。
I'm sorry, Kyoko. I can't give you the kind of answer you're looking for.
誠くんも認めてくれないんですか？私の気持ちを。
I understand your feelings, and I respect them. But I can't accept this. can't accept your decision to throw away your life.
ほらね、誠くんもこう言ってるでしょ。だから、私と、鈴鹿と、ちゃんとお別れしよう、京子。
Oh my god. She smiles and tries to shake Kyoko's hand, but Kyoko doesn't respond.
私は、鈴鹿に生きていてほしいんです。京子の気持ちは嬉しいけど、それは無理だよ。京子を死なせてまで生き延びたいなって思えないもん、私自身が。
I myself would never want to live if it meant letting you die, Kyoko. A nostalgic look comes over Suzuka's face.
本物の鈴鹿もきっとそうだったんじゃないかな。だから鈴鹿のためにも京子は私だって鈴鹿の命を犠牲にしてまで生きようなんて思ってなかった。鈴鹿がいなくなってから死にたいって思ったこと一度や二度じゃありません。湖に身を投げようと思ったこともあります。ここで死ねば鈴鹿に会えるかもしれないって。
Oh my god.
だけど私の命は鈴鹿に助けてもらったものだから、私が勝手に捨てていいものじゃないから、死ぬ権利がないから生きなくちゃいけないって必死に言い聞かせてきたのに。
Kyoko. I've never seen her bare her soul like this.
ずっと苦しんでたんだね。
Suzuka's eyes glisten with tears.
よしよし、今までよく頑張ったね。偉い偉い。
She smiles gently and claps Kyoko's hand tighter.
私もね、ちょっと思うよ。本物の鈴鹿もひどいよねって。一人でかっこよく死んじゃうなんて無責任だったよね。そうです、身勝手すぎます。鈴鹿のバカ、どうして死んじゃったんですか。私を置いていなくなってしまったんですか。
Large tears roll from the corners of Kyoko's eyes as she begins to sob.
悲しかった、寂しかった、辛かった。せっかくできた友達だったのに、これからもっともっとたくさん遊んで、たくさん楽しいことを分かち合えると思ってたのに、あんまりです。せめて幽霊でもいいから会いに来てほしかった。ごめんね、京子。鈴鹿もずっと謝りたかったんだよ。京子を一人にして悪かったねって。
Kyoko finally returns Suzuka's grip on her hand.
そうです。どれだけ、私がどれだけ寂しい思いをしたと思ってるんですか。本当にごめんね、京子。よしよし。鈴鹿に言いたかった文句、 私が受け止めて持っていくから。京子、鈴鹿を許してあげてね。鈴鹿も本当は死にたくなんてなかったんだよ。あの時暗くて冷たい水の中で苦しくて、それでもなんとか助かりたくて精一杯もがいた。
Wait, so in return, please forgive her. Dear face, Suzuka doesn't want to die either. Wait, she's speaking from Suzuka's perspective. Does she mean...
私も私だって京子とお別れなんかしたくなかったに決まって。
Oh my god. This is... She claps Kyoko's hand even harder as her voice breaks. Suzuka begins to weep as well.
鈴鹿
Is she...
でもね、いよいよ、これはダメだ、自分はもう助かりそうにないって悟った時に、薄れていく意識の中で本当に心から祈ったの。せめて残された京子はどうか幸せでありますようにって。
This is the real Kyoko. No, this is the real Suzuka. But how?
ね。
No way.
だか
Since
ら
when?
私のためにももっともっと幸せになってよ、京子。
Wiping her tears with one hand and smiling once again, Suzuka steps away from Kyoko. And slowly she starts fading into the water.
名残惜しいけど、そろそろお別れしよう。さよなら、京子。鈴鹿、待って、待って。
It really is her. Despite Kyoko's plaintive cry, Suzuka continues to step away from the shore without answering. She walks slowly, leaving not a single ripple on the water's surface. I hold Kyoko tight as she struggles, trying to follow Suzuka. I'm sorry, I can't.
そうそう、ちゃんと誠くんの言うこと聞かないとね。こんなに京子のことを大切に考えてくれてるんだから、悲しませたり辛い思いをさせたらダメだよ。
She looks back at us and smiles softly.
誠くんも改めて京子のことよろしくね。
This is such a hard... This is such a heavy burden. Oh my god. Oh my god. She's... I nod wordlessly.
ねえ、待って、お願い。鈴鹿、行かないで。やっぱり鈴鹿じゃなくて何もできない私が。
contrast to Kyoko's anguished state, Suzuka is very calm as she looks back at us. Suddenly she looks like she's remembered something.
あ、そうそう。京子に言っておきたいことがあるの忘れてた。京子ね、一つ勘違いしてるよ。勘違い？そう、京子ってさ、自分は鈴鹿に声をかけてもらって、それで友達になった。そう思い込んでるでしょ？
あ、
何せ、私の記憶もそうなってたから。でも、違ったんだよ、それ。
really is her. This is like 100% confirmed. I'm not sure whether to laugh or cry. What do you mean? Suzuka flashes an impish smile at Kyoko, who is open-mouthed in confusion.
声をかけてもらったのは、むしろ鈴鹿の方だった。親と喧嘩して、家を飛び出して、神社の境内で座り込んでいた鈴鹿に、京子が声をかけて友達になった。それが始まりなんだよ。自分でも思い出せるはずだよ。ほら、胸に手を当てて、よく考えて。だいぶ強く思い込んでたから、難しいかな。誠くん、ちょっと手伝ってあげてもらえる？
Kotodama, huh? Suzuka looks at me. I immediately understand what she wants me to do. Kyoko, remember the first time you met Suzuka? I whispered the Kotodama into Kyoko's ear.
思い出した？はい、そうです。そうでした。
Understanding slowly dawns in her eyes on the memory comes back. As the memory comes back.
私、あの日、たまたま家のお手伝いが早く終わったので、境内の脇でのんびりおやつを食べようと思って外に出たら、悔し泣きしてる私を見つけたんだよね。
Suzuka laughs gently.
はい。でも、どう声をかけたらいいかわからなくて、私、思わず、これ食べるって持っていたおせんべいを差し出したら、顔を上げた鈴鹿が涙をこぼしながらそれに食いついて。そうそう、それ食べたらなんかケロッと気持ちが収まってさ。結構単純だよね私って。
My God.
そうでした。鈴鹿ってそういう子でしたね。
Kyoko starts smiling too, remembering that day.
自分が泣いていたこと恥ずかしくて人に知られたくなかったから、私、京子にお願いしたの。絶対このことは誰にも人に言わないでね。秘密にしてね。約束だよって。京子はほんと律儀だから、多分それを真に受けすぎちゃったんだと思う。
As Suzuka laughs, Kyoko starts to smile through her tears and confusion too. But why does this Suzuka know about that? Yeah, Makoto is late on the uptake. The Suzuka was created from Kyoko's memories, So how can she know something Kyoko has already forgotten? In fact, she even knows things Kyoko couldn't ever have known. Before this, Suzuka used to know and do things the real Suzuka wouldn't have done. That's how I concluded she wasn't real Suzuka's ghost. But if that's the case...
京子は自分のこと引っ込み思案だと思ってるけど、私からすれば思慮深い女の子だよ。それでいて、いざという時には踏み出せる勇気もある。誰にでも優しくできる心を持っている。幽霊の私を大事にしてくれるくらいだもん。そんな女の子が何もできないなんてありえないよ。私のことを引きずって悩み続けていない限りはね。
Oh my god.
私はもういいの。こうやって京子にまた会えて満足したから。
I can't tell if she remembered herself as Suzuka halfway through the process, after when she started regaining and leaving, after when the fog lifted from her vision, from her perception, because she got a body that her memory, so actual soul, her real soul can enter, or she was actually Suzuka from the start. Kyoko goes limp in my arms. She too has finally started to realize the change that's come over Suzuka.
成長した京子の姿を見られた。家族は前向きに暮らしてた。だからもう大丈夫。鈴鹿、やっぱりあなたは。
Okay, maybe her meeting with Hotaru somehow triggered something. I think the Suzuka that we met when she was with Hotaru was quite different from the one before Suzuka met Hotaru. That's my assumption. Suzuka doesn't reply to my question.
ねえ、京子。私のことを思ってくれるのなら、私のお願い聞いてくれる？鈴鹿、何を？あなたは私の分まで生きて幸せになって。
Something about her voice strikes Kyoko differently this time. It's almost as if Suzuka is speaking a kotodama.
それとね、もう一つ。京子の口からお別れの言葉を聞かせて。それが私の最後のお願い。
Kyoko's hand grips mine with crushing force. I say nothing and gently place my other hand over hers. She doesn't speak either, but her feelings come across all the same. Indecision, confusion, deep regret from a parting come too soon. And more than anything else, the desire to grant Suzuka's last wish. But sometimes it's important to speak your words out loud.
ありがとうございます、誠くん。
Because sometimes you have to choose. No matter how sad you are, and no matter how hard it may be.
鈴鹿もありがとう。 あの時助けてくれて、本当にありがとう。
Sometimes you have to decide which path you can be satisfied with.
鈴鹿が自分の命と引き換えにしたことは悲しかったし、少しだけ恨みました。でも、鈴鹿の命と交換にした価値を示さないといけないから、私なりに必死で頑張ってきました。だけど、鈴鹿に比べたら全然だと思います。鈴鹿だったら何をやっても私以上にできたはずですから。だけど、そんな私のことを大事だって言ってくれる素敵な友人と出会いました。そんな友人を増やして楽しそうなことに挑戦して幸せになる努力をしてみようと思います。恋をしたり家族を作ったり、そうやって鈴鹿ができなかったことをしていきたいと思います。私は私で鈴鹿にはなれませんから、私なりに幸せな人生を目指したいと思います。
Yes.
最後のその時に私自身の人生に満足だと胸を張れるように頑張りますから。いつの日かまた鈴鹿に会える日が来ると思います。その時は幸せだったことを報告して自慢してみせます。鈴鹿が羨むぐらい幸せになりますから。だから私はもう大丈夫ですから。さようなら、鈴鹿。また会う時まで安らかに眠ってください。
A heat wells up from deep inside my body, mixing with Kyoko's words to form a kotodama. She can use a kotodama now. The kotodama races across the water and reaches Suzuka.
ありがとう、京子。あの時助けられてよかったよ。
Her outlines begin to disintegrate. My god. My heart. Disintegrate into a faint light.
私の分まで楽しんで生きてね。京子の報告楽しみに待ってるから。
Starting from the edges, she begins to transform into tiny particles of light that drift into the night sky. They seem to travel up a river in the sky, disappearing as they cross over to the other side.
じゃあね。
Soon we can no longer see her form. All that's left is a streak of light that rises at last into the sky and disappears. I can't read any more of this. Wow, my god. What's left around us is darkness and solitude. The Suzuka was standing before us just moments ago now. It seems almost like a dream. Kyoko is crouching at the shoreline, staring silently into the dark water.
私ちゃんとお別れできたでしょうか。
She murmurs without turning to face me. You did. I crouch down next to her on the beach, putting my arm around her shoulders and draw her into a hug. It was a good send-off. Sending off. You did well, Kyoko. Good job. Just like Suzuka did earlier, I quietly rub Kyoko's back.
Makoto-kun.
Her tears begin to flow again, as if a dam has broken, as she sobs in my arms. She presses her face into my chest as she continues to cry her heart out. The night breeze has become a little chilly as it continues to gently stroke our cheeks and hair. Though she's grieving now, curled up in a heap on the sand, the Kyoko I know will surely stand up again and keep moving forward. One day she'll come back to this place, standing tall, with a smile on her face. Okay, I'm stopping here. I'm stopping here. Oh my god. Yep, title screen. Yeah. Screen card, yeah. Yeah, it's the next day. Save. My god. This is gonna be 2 parts. I'm gonna cut this episode into 2 parts.
Amatsutsumi.
Okay. Thank you guys for reading through this roller coaster of a coming route. Focused on Kyoko's past. I don't think I can say much for today, but that was very good. I have nothing to say about this. I really look forward to what's gonna happen from here. I haven't seen a choice yet, surprisingly. Probably the choice is gonna follow onto the next episode, because after we somehow solve the Kokoro's past or baggage, a choice came up, so we're probably gonna have to continue on maybe from either Hotaru or Mana next. I'm not sure who's gonna be the next person we'll have to solve the past for, the baggage for, but whoever it is, I look forward to reading it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.